sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. We got breaking news. Brian Flores responds to Tua Tagovailoa's claims. Wow, we're going to talk about it and more. Listen, make sure that you know that this stream is being powered by BetUS. Receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,000, ladies and gentlemen. Let your friends and family members know about the fast and easy payouts. BetUS, the official sponsor of TD Fins.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
BetUS online sportsbook and casino, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't visited the website, make sure that you go check it out where you can place all your bets. If you are looking for a sportsbook, BetUS is the place to be. Just want to say thank you to them for sponsoring these videos, helping us have these videos. All right, so supporting the sponsor is supporting the channel, ladies and gentlemen. They have a cool website that promotes the sports book, live betting, casino, race book, promotions, and even BetUS TV. Proud moment. They put your boy, me, Dan, and Richie on BetUS TV. We have our own official show between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Some of you don't realize how huge this is. The Huddle, ladies and gentlemen, on BetUS TV. You can find it also on their site between when you're making your wagers on your sports book, okay? Or if you're just simply playing in the casino. This is so huge. A lot of people don't know. This is actually like getting picked up for a show. I mean, it's not ESPN, it's not FS1, it's BetUS. They have their own network in which they picked us up for a show. And it's just been a blessing. It's been a blessing for me, my family, and our community right here at TD Finstalk. So shout out to BetUS, our official sponsor of the channel. And again, when you go do your sports book, make sure that you check out BetUS, all right? All right, y'all hit that like button. We got a lot to discuss. Y'all punch that like button. Oh man, we're gonna get started. Before we get started, usually I don't, I try my very best, at least. I ain't gonna say I don't, but I try my very best to not respond to my haters. And I'm not really even responding to them now, but I think it's come to a point where people are unfortunately being put in the middle of unnecessary things. So I want to make it clear to you, because it's unfair that you all go around listening to me and listening to other people and never know the full story of some of the things that go on behind the scenes, okay? For the record, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to keep this short and sweet. When you disrespect me and you disrespect my family, particularly my wife, who, second to God, nobody is allowed to disrespect in my presence or not in my presence. When you disrespect me and my wife, you're cut off. Okay? So when that happened, I decided to cut someone off. So when they invite me to do anything with them or ask me to attend something, and I respectfully decline, and I let them know I don't rock with them, I decline, I wish you the best, I recommended you, I've done this, I've done that, all of those things. And their response is not okay, bye. It's, well, I'm better than you. Everybody knows it. Blah, 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 and all type of stuff. I don't have time for that. That's high school girlfriend stuff. Okay? So I don't want to have to keep trying to answer myself in the comment section about other people inviting me and me running scared. No, you disrespect me and my family, you're cut off. And that's the last I'm going to speak on it. So as an audience of mine, do me a favor. I understand when you have limited information and you don't know the true facts of everything, how it's easy to come, oh, TD, you're running scared, or why wouldn't you do this, or why wouldn't you do that? It's that simple, okay? And out of respect to everyone, I've never said anything to anybody. But for the first time, I'm making it clear, when you disrespect me and my wife or my family, anybody in my family, but in this particular situation, me and my wife, you're done. And I have no ill will. Wish the best, recommend people and everything, but we don't associate. So stop the back and forth. If they come for me, good for them. I hope they're making money for it. And this goes for anyone out there. Okay? So make it about what you want to make it about. Say, TD, you're trying to be the victim, whatever. I've shut my mouth and ain't say nothing for a long time now. But the only reason I'm even saying what I'm saying right now is so that the audience knows, so that they don't have the wrong perception, because too many of you are starting to enter my comment section with the wrong perception of what's really going on. And technically, it is unfair to me. It is unfair to me. Okay? So with that being said, I just want to make sure some of you are aware. That's why I move the way I move, and I'm okay. And I'll ask some of you, you don't think it's weird that I don't talk about certain people, but they always talk about me? You don't think that's weird in itself? So miss me with the somebody came for you and no, you can't come for somebody unless they, engaging. I'm not engaging in these things. Okay? I don't know what's going on out here in these streets. Your boy focused on great relationships with BetUS to make my family lives better. better relationships with roundtable sports and what we're doing to make my family life better. Better relationships with Bleacher Report and make my life better. Better relationships with y'all to make my life better. That's all I'm focused on. All that other stuff, this ain't high school, y'all. This ain't high school. You wonder why, you know, I've even, a lot of y'all haven't seen my wife in a while because she, like, I don't want to be in the middle of all this stuff anymore where people were saying stuff about me. So I try. She's still behind the scenes supporting everything we're doing over here, but she's okay. But so stop. If you don't understand, you don't understand. And I shouldn't have even had to do that. I thought that as long as I remain silent, the past can be the past. And but obviously there's some desperation out here because I don't know how my name get brought up every 3-4 weeks, spaces and everywhere about, oh, this guy, blah. Like, I'm over here minding my little old business. I'm minding my business. I'm not messing with nobody. Do y'all see me on these streams messing with anybody? Do y'all see me messing with anybody? But I'm asking y'all, as people who watch me, at least recognize that before you start clapping at me like, oh, somebody's out here one-upping and like, stop. No, you don't disrespect me nor my wife. That's my queen. That's my rock. That's the one who holds me down when the world doesn't. Outside of God, and God gave me her. No, that is a no-no. That is a no-no. You're done. You're done. Okay? So sorry. No matter what people say, or and don't go running back to people like, oh, well, I heard you did. Listen, this, just stop. I don't want nothing to do with this. Everybody in this community is better than me at what they do. They're the best. They have the real content. I'm a phony. I'm fake. Whatever gets you off, whatever makes you feel better, ride with it. But let's leave that from over here. Those who want to rock over here, keep rocking. Those who want to be about that, y'all know I ain't no blocker, but I think it's time for me to start like, yeah, I ain't got time for the toxicity. We try to have a good time and laugh while we talking about our team. That's about it. All this other stuff, man, I like, well, this shouldn't even be an issue. But I guess, you know, some people, you know, they hate when they see, you know, you're winning. I guess that's what I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I've been silent for too long, and I think I'm going to keep it brief at that, just to explain to some of y'all a little bit of what's going on. So I'm like Tua Tagovailoa in this situation, just like y'all was all crying yesterday for him. Oh, poor Tua. Well, you know what? TD tried to play the victim card, because that's what I'm going to hear tomorrow, because some of y'all can't keep your mouth quiet anyway. You're going to run out here saying this and that. And then TD out here trying to play the victim card. And yeah, give me that Tua victimship. Yeah, where y'all at? Give me that Tua victimhood. Come on, y'all better feel sorry for me. Because I don't want you to, by the way. Let's make sure we clear on that, okay? That makes sure we clear on that. I don't need nobody to feel no sympathy for me in what I just told you. I'm just making sure you clear on why I do what I do. But hey, where all the people, all that sympathy on TDU, I can't agree with you on this one. You know this was wrong. But give me my sympathy. Hold on, let me get in acting mode. Let me sell some sympathy on y'all. And what was done, it was hurtful. I mean, imagine waking up every day being told you can't read film right. Your takes are trash. That'll break anybody. It'll break anybody. You know? And then you get this other guy come in and say, man, you're the best. I love your shows, your live reactions. Where's my sympathy? Where's my sympathy? Give me my sympathy. Oh man, but ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to this channel, this is what this show is about, because guess what? Football is a game. It is not that serious. We can have serious conversations, but we want to enjoy ourselves. And what I'm doing right now out of a situation, I'm making light of it and I am enjoying myself. That's what it's supposed to be about. That's what this platform is supposed to be about. It's more than just the X's and O's. This is why I don't do all that back and forth cursing and all that getting in your feelings stuff over here, because it's non-productive and people want to get off from work, hear some great content, maybe laugh a little bit about what they're hearing, just enjoy something. That's what this platform is for, okay? You want the dead, serious, analytical, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man, there's some people out here that's on fire. On fire. Go check them out. They're going to give you the breakdown and everything. I'm just going to try to give you my breakdown and put my personality in it and enjoy myself and have fun. And I'm hoping y'all enjoy it too and rock with me. And if you don't, then I love you. I want you to find what you rock with. It's that simple. Like, why do things got to be so complicated out here, man? And then listen, all of it, I'm going to say it like it is. All of it stem from jealousy. And why people being jealousy when we all can eat out here? You know what I mean? Them days for bringing great collaborations together with certain people that were so electric, and that I admit, they're done because some people can't handle it. Some people, you know, making their little conniving moves backstage and all that stuff. I ain't got time for that. Like, come on, man. I always tell y'all, I got 6 kids. You think I got time for that? You know what I was doing right before this? I got off from the huddle at 4 o'clock. As soon as I get off from the huddle, I'm grabbing the keys, running. I got my son, you know, he always waited a little 5 minutes extra because I got to get off the huddle. You know, I'm being a father. I'm on my way. I'm talking to him and hey, how was school? All that stuff. That's what my life revolves around. You think I'm backstage like all these other people doing on the phone with each other, gossiping, talking about each other? No. I'm like, hey, how was practice today? You know, okay. You got starter reps today? Okay. You know, move from 7 to now you starting today? Okay. You know, I'm having conversations, raising men. And then as soon as we get in the house, they go do their homework. I'm helping the wife cook. And just now I'm like, babe, I just noticed Brian Flores responded. You good? Go ahead. Thank you. She's just an amazing wife. And I'm in here streaming right now. And as soon as I get off of this, I got to run over and do my roundtable sports business for the roundtables for the night for the different channels, all the way up to like 9:30. And when I'm done at 9:30, I got to go into roundtables and do business and books and all of that stuff. And trust me when I tell you, I'm going to be taking a shower around 1 a.m., going to sleep about 1:45 after I get a small devotional and pray in. Then I'm going to wake up at 5:20 a.m. to get these kids breakfast together and they lunch together and get them ready for school. Then I'm taking to school and I'm doing all of that. And then I'm starting my day. I don't have time for that kids play. Oh, he called you out. Man, ain't nobody calling me out. Only person I answer to that called me out, bet US calling me. yeah, direct deposit. Okay, police report. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that impromptu stream. Yeah, I'll go. Give me about 30 minutes. I got you. Direct deposit. Yeah, let me give you that information. The huddle. Oh, yeah, Richie Dan. Yeah, that's keep going. We just secured another brand deal for the network. Nice, man. Let's build it big, baby. And I'm getting sidetracked. Hey, he called you out. Come to me about that mess. That got to do with anything. Get mad at me because they got that kind of time. Coming at me like I'm a bad person because they got that type of time and I don't, man. All right, y'all. Brian Flores responds to Tua Tagovailoa's claims, man. Wow. Yes, CB83 Miami Dolphins roundtable tonight on AFC's roundtable at 8 p.m. Be there or be square. Dudley Durone, CB83, and your boy TD. I forgot to put that in, you know, roundtable responsibility. Then I got to go to Miami Dolphins roundtable, then more roundtable stuff. I forgot to add that. You see, I'm forgetting to add shows that I got to do. But yeah, what can I say, man? What can I say? CB said put a name on it, TD. I don't put names on stuff. I don't put names on stuff. Everybody see what's understood ain't got to be explained. And I'm trying to avoid. I'm that type of person. You want to call me soft? That's the softness I have, where I ain't trying to get in no controversy with nobody that ain't paying my bills. And by the way, for those who are wondering, I ain't gonna sit here in front. I did actually say I would do a collaboration, but I gave a price for it. Because if you're gonna have me and we don't have a relationship, then you're gonna pay for it. So I felt real. I felt good about that, you know. But anyway, and by the way, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. The network that was requesting didn't have the funds. Anyway, let's keep moving. No free promo here. No. TD get free promo every day. I get free promo every day. I mean, you got people with 1 subscriber say, I'm starting out. Well, hit me up. I'll come on as your first guest if you want. I get free promo every day. That's who I am. Don't you ever disrespect me and my wife. Ever. You're done. All right, man, y'all stop. Now let's get on to football. Get on to football, okay? Let's get on to football, okay? Brian Flores responds to Tua Tagovailoa's claims. Wow. Here's what I'll say, because I don't really need to replay the clip. There's a lot that happened in that conversation, though, that we need to pay attention to. A lot that we need to pay attention to, okay? A lot that we need to pay attention to. First of all, the press conference started out with the Minnesota Vikings players standing behind him, showing their support. I have mixed feelings about this, because they were right to sit behind him and show their support, and to show support of the guy who's there working with them. And no matter how he's coaching them, they respect him. Who am I to say it wasn't their place, but it was unnecessary. This is Brian Flores' battle to fight. I think it was a good gesture from them to him, though. But that didn't move anything for me, just because they showed up, okay? I think Brian Flores handled that professionally. I think that he spoke sincerely, that he needed to grow. According to him, he has grown. Only time tells that. And there was a level of ownership in it by not denying anything. And that's what I think people need to take away from that as well. There was a level of ownership in the conversation by not denying it. He didn't deny anything. He didn't deny. Now, did he fully answer questions? No, but he shouldn't have. Just like I, in my opinion, doesn't make me right, believe Tua shouldn't have answered the question. Now, I know some people, man, he was asked a question, is in his right to answer it. It is. Now, is it good optics that he did? Not at all. So he chose to anyway. It's fine. It just, in my opinion, may not be a good look. Just like you go to Dolphin pages and you see all these people feeling bad for Tua and only a handful of people saying Tua's quote unquote soft. Now you go all around the league in the NFL pages and man, Tua is the softest quarterback in the NFL to every fan base this morning. It doesn't matter that all these commentators are waking up saying you got to customize. Let me say this. Let me say this. I'm not trying to call some of y'all out specifically, but I got to speak my mind on this. And yeah, I ain't switching gears. This is right in line with what I'm talking about. All this high road and moral talk on the internet when it fits your narrative, I don't understand it, and here's why. Just like these commentators on TV, he has to learn to customize his coaching to his player. I am telling y'all, 90% of every commentator that came out and said that crap today, deep down inside, felt soft. But they can't say that on TV. They can't say that in public. They can't say it. I mean, Chad Ochocinco on nightcap. I mean, me, that would have made me better. That would have made me want to prove them wrong and show. That would have made me, but everybody ain't built like that, and Tua ain't built like that. You know what that means in so many words? But they can't say that on these networks. You gotta take the high road on these networks. You think they truly deep down inside care that Brian Flores was talking to him like that? Man, deep down inside, yeah, they're playing the optics of television. I need to sound right so the masses will not view me as a bad person myself. But deep down inside, all these players, deep down, man, if you could be a fly on the wall, you'll be shocked at the conversations they have about a topic like this. And I'm just saying that because Flores himself today, he took the high road. Man, if Flores was allowed to be filter free, I don't care about him saying he's grown as a person. I ain't gonna lie, he made the whole conversation sound great. But at the end of the day, I know, man, and I could be wrong because I am speculating right now, but I feel like I know exactly what's going on in their head. What's going on in their head. Like, people live their lives thinking that they live in this perfect world where everybody is all nice and it's the right thing to do. It's not the reality out here in these streets. It's not the reality on these football fields when you're fighting for a job against other men. Nobody care about how you getting talked to. You trying to fight to make a team to play in one of the premier positions. These people don't care. Get it? I mean, and I don't mean to use the term hood, but I mean, where I grew up and what I'm used to coaching, even these little league, 4, 5 years old, I ain't saying this right, but get it like that. And this is where sometimes it comes from, where are you from? Some of y'all are shocked. Like, oh my gosh, it's so terrible. Well, other people, they've been living their life like that since 4 years old. They've been being talked to like that since 4 years old. That doesn't make it right, but it's a lot of people's reality. And when it's your reality growing up from a little boy all the way up high, you don't see nothing wrong with it. And you don't see nothing wrong with delivering it. But we judge them, even though that was their upbringing. That was the conditions in which they were raised. Because where I was raised, none of this would be nothing. Matter of fact, it might have been some physicality added into it, to be quite honest with you. That's man, and what I'm seeing right now, you would never see them say on the network. You see them, if they said this on the network, they'd be tomorrow morning. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to say yesterday I made some comments about, the youth and, how players are to be played. And I just want you to know that respect is tolerated nowhere. That's what I stand for. And the comments I made, I presented them improperly. And I just want you to know, if I offended anyone, I am sorry. But respect has no home anywhere, regardless if you're used to being around it. We have to change that. So even me, I'm doing my work to make sure that I fully understand people's feelings better. They be on screen apologizing just for this. J Baby say Flores a bully. That's the point. What some people view as bullying, other people's live that reality every day and think it's normal. And if you don't see that or know that, congratulations to the fortune in which you grew up in. Congratulations. And this is what kills me in society. Some people really are clueless to how others may live. Some people are truly clueless to how a large group of people, by the way, live. This isn't just, that little group of people. No, some people are truly clueless. Truly clueless. So when you taking your child to the little Pop Warner and they got nice jerseys and it's all organized and your expectation is for the coach to be respectful to your child and let them have fun and make sure it's just the game. There's a whole nother group of people, you taking them to boot camp. I grew up in boot camp. Doesn't make it right. And you also don't know that it ain't right until you see other people and you're like, dang, they got it easy. But in your mind, even when you see they got it easy, I'm being transparent here. In your mind, you like, that's why we win championships every year and we beat them 60-0. We even justify it. Just saying. And don't get me wrong, because I coach Little League. I coached my sons when they were young. About 3-4 years worth of coaching. Championship every year. And so don't get me wrong, because when I did it, I was tough. But I also built them back up. I also, because I was in corporate America and I had to do that with employees, I had to coach them, develop them, improve their results for their job. So I had a little bit, the blessing that I have in life is I've been in every environment. I've been in a formal setting a lot. I've been, where I was born and raised, and I wasn't even in the worst of it. But this is the stuff I'm used to. I have that gift, I guess, of being in so many different environments for good stints of my life where I'm a chameleon in that regards. I can adapt to anywhere. So I was building these kids up. I was motivating, but I was hard on them. I was tough. I said some stuff, but I also built them up. So that's why I told y'all yesterday, there was opportunity for Flores. Of course, he handled that. It could have been handled better. That's why I said that. But the reason why I'm saying all of this, man, is because we get to judging and not understanding how other people perceive life and how things are supposed to go. There are a large group of people that thought that what Flores was doing to Tua, nothing was wrong with it. You either could take it or you're not. And if you can't take it, get out of here. You soft. That's how those people view it. And we get mad like, oh my gosh, that tells me who you are. No, it doesn't. It doesn't tell you where they came from. TD is not like that. I'm not like that. I grew up around that. I participated in some of that. But I was that guy where Hollandale gang was fighting against Hollywood gang. I lived in Hollywood, but the high school was in Hollandale. You got to go across that main road, Pember Road, to get to school. And every time there's fights, shooting, stabbings, whatever, this was happening where I'm from in South Florida. Every time they doing their thing. I wasn't a part of it. Everybody knew me, whether they were Hollywood or Hollandale. They knew me. I ain't get involved in their stuff, but I wasn't scared to walk up, dap them up, hit them up, and chill with them for a little. What up? What y'all doing? What y'all finna get into? Or we finna do this? You coming? No, I'm good. I'm finna get up in this class. So that was me. And honestly, in my life, I feel like tragedy allowed me to go down the right path. And my brother Steve Sylvain just hit the chat. That's crazy. He was there. He with me. He with me. He know what I'm talking about. We was there together. I'm about to start talking that talk. They out here doing their thing. We walking past it, but we respect it. They're like, oh, he from Hollywood. No, that's Tony. He's straight. And the dude live right down the street from me getting jumped. All just bad. And that's y'all business. I'm walking. I'm about to get to the house. So yeah, I wasn't in that. And I thank God I wasn't in it, because I could have easily been in it. Because the way my parents were, and the way their whole family were, most of my aunts and uncles and stuff, drugs, jail, you name it. That's what most of them, not all of them, okay? But that's what it was. So I always go back to, it took tragedy in my household for my family to change. My brother literally went to the 6th grade normal. The first day of school in the 6th grade, he was supposed to come walk from the middle school to the elementary school to come get us and walk us home. He never came. And one girl came up, Shay, I'll never forget. What's wrong with y'all brother? What you mean? He left out of first period and he came to second period 40 minutes late. And the teacher asked him where he been. And he told her he was flying around the school. And my brother ain't been the same ever since. My brother's had a mental disability ever since. Just out of the blue, random. And my parents fought we gotta help our son. What's going on? He became violent. All of this, all of that. It was crazy. I grew up with this crazy situation happening as a little boy in the 5th grade. And my mom and them wanted him healed so bad. That's what brought us in the church. I mean, before that, I know where I was headed. I know what I was about to become. It wasn't no question what I was about to do with everybody else that I grew up with. Until that moment, that tragedy brought a whole lot of positive into my family. And we got in the church and staying out them streets, being in the church, being raised up from a young age all the way to like 10, 11 years old, seeing nothing but street stuff, all streets. I knew where I was headed. And that moment got us into the church. So I got all this little boy street stuff in me, but then I'm going to church, making sure I'm maintaining my respect and believing in something that's here, got my back. But yet that street stuff still in you. You just able to make decisions that are a little smarter. You have something that convicts you. I can go smoke weed real quick with everybody because they were doing it in the 5th, 6th, 7th grade. I can go do that. I was an avid, but believe it or not, some of y'all have no idea. I was an avid gambler in elementary school. I mean, we were playing spades for $2 at lunch. Give me my money. We were doing all of that. We were in elementary school playing spades, running the tables for 45 minutes at lunch. Took it to middle school, and this was when I was in the church. Took it to middle school, but I went out there doing that other extracurricular, going to the rock pit, skipping 3rd and 4th period, smoking weed, and out here doing this stuff to these girls and stuff. I wasn't doing that, but I still had my vices from the environment. I mean, I come to school with $2 and leave with 18. If you don't know nothing back then, that's a bag. That's a bag. But this is what I'm saying. So I ain't about that life. I lived around it because I made decisions. I made better decisions. But I tell you, if it wasn't for God, I could have been making a whole lot of terrible decisions. I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now. Did that stop me from making a whole lot of mistakes in my life? No, but there's always been conviction in my heart that has kept me from going over the edge. And that's why I always talk about my faith, because I see those who grew up with me, the position they're in today versus the position I'm in today. And I only have God to thank for that, because it was so easy for me to go down the other path. So easy. I mean, presented to me every day. So no, I ain't about that life, because I never wanted to be. I just been around it and lived it and been able to adapt to it to where I ain't getting harmed in it. Because the one thing about me, I ain't gonna ever start nothing. I'm gonna always try to avoid something. But if it gotta go down, I'm gonna go down to put everything I got into it. So that's what, if you want to say, oh, TD ain't no G, I ain't no G, but I could be one. And this ain't big talk. This is just in general. This is who I am as a man. I don't want confrontation. I'm avoiding it because that's what I feel like a real man does. Long as you don't cross that line with me and my family, ain't nothing you can say or do that's going to bother me at all. So all this internet tough talking stuff, I ain't about that life. I ain't trying to go there with nobody. But that don't mean I ain't a man about mine if I had to, and I don't want to. Who want, like, that's stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. Oh, I'll show you it. Don't let me ever. Man, what's wrong? You the epitome of what's wrong with people. That's why you can't get nowhere in life. These mentalities are trash. You ain't got to be the big bag dog on every block. Just be the one in your home. All that other stuff will get you laid down out here. Ain't nobody playing. Hey, listen, I ain't put it like this. One thing you can tell me, you can say I ain't about that life, but I'm smart. You can tell me all you want, I ain't about that life, but I have a level of intelligence to keep my life. This ain't tea, it's water, but I'm giving you tea. Now, y'all be sending your boy off on these rants, man. These rants. Listen, man, All I'm trying to do is make this cash and build a better life for my family while I get to do what I love. I have a passion for this, man. I enjoy this. Sometimes it feels like work. The more these opportunities come in these deals, it start to feel like work again. And I try, y'all understand, I be turning stuff down because I want to make sure I keep enjoying this. I want to make sure I keep enjoying this because I'm blessed to even be in this position. I'm trying to raise these babies to be better than me. That's it. That's my number one goal. I want to see some grandkids one day. And I want to make sure that they have a better future than I did. Make sure they avoid some of the mistakes that I made. That's it, man. That's my son, and make my wife happy. That's all I'm trying to do out here, man. Y'all sleep. TD will shank someone. Listen, you ain't ever gonna see me shank nobody. Now, again, if it's about my wife and my family, that's a different story. But nobody crossed that line other than words. People say stuff and then I just cut them off. Your boy ain't violent. Your boy ain't talking that big stuff. I ain't never go in these comment sections like I'll do this to you or I ain't scared of you or you ain't nothing. No, I don't talk that. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you at all. Some of y'all wipe the floor with me as far as I care. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have to give it all you got to do it because I am, but I ain't stupid. Intelligence, man. You ain't got to prove you that dude on the internet. People don't pay your bills, especially with this inflation. See, you're a good dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. And listen, whether you want to agree with me or not, I try to be as genuine as I possibly can on here. Do I put on a facade on this stream? 90% of this stream is not a facade. 10% is. You want to know what that is? Me going there. Me going there. Again, I ain't trying to do nothing, but yeah, sometimes you just want to, sometimes you read some stuff and you just be like, man, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. But you got to hold yourself. That's where that mental maturity comes from. Sometimes, just they don't get to you, but sometimes you just want to show people. Sometimes you got to pop out and show. And sometimes, y'all understand that. Just like Tua, man. At some point, man, it'll get to anyone. Now, it won't get to anyone, but I get if you want to pop off sometimes. That 10% is that TD loves Tua. You might be right. You might be right, man. Listen, I ain't that type of guy. I'm about peace. I ain't about all that extra warring. I'm not trying to prove to be better than nobody. I ain't trying, like, everybody keep coming to me and be like, we see through your facade. We see your fakeness. Listen, you can't pay me enough to be fake. No, let me stop. You can pay me enough to be fake. Hey, I got that gift. And if you need me to it, the price is right. And that's real. ESPN called me tomorrow and they got 7 digits on that paper. Listen, man, boy, hey, I'm telling you, your boy, hey, y'all wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And that's real. That's real. TD probably cool peeps. I know I am because I get along with everybody that meet me in person. I get along, hang out, chill. I do for people. I am cool peeps. I pride myself on being cool peeps. I ain't this shy, passive guy. I walk up to, I'm the type of guy that was in school when a nerd was getting bullied, knowing the influence I had. I don't run in your gang. I don't run in your, I ain't a 8OB. I ain't a LIB. I ain't all them things from high school, but I could walk right up in that clique and dap everybody up. And then I go over to the nerd that they getting ready to go bully, and I go dap it up with him and just start talking to him. He's shocked, like, you setting me up? Nah, I'm just saving you right now. I was that dude. And then next, a few weeks later, he hanging out with them now. And maybe that wasn't a good idea, but they wasn't messing with him. They made crack jokes, but he was cool. That's the type of person I am. I build bridges, baby. I build bridges because building bridges can save a lot of people and they don't even realize it. I know how to impact life for other people without them even realizing it. I know how to have a positive impact on people's life without them even realizing it. God's given me gifts and I use them and they don't even realize them. They don't. That's who I am. That's how I've always been. That's how I've always been. I'm a free-minded person, free thinker. I know how to get in any room and adapt to that room and fit in to where, you know, I can talk business because I've educated myself. I can get into a room and, you know, have the utmost etiquette that's regardless of the audience would require to feel like you belong. I can do. I mean, y'all don't understand. God has prepared me for so many different faces. And it's not to be fake, but to be able to adapt, to reach his people, to be able to tell them when they ask you, man, how do you do it? How do you this? And I always will tell them it's him. God will put you in positions to make sure to allow you to give him the glory. And he just sit back to see if you will. Y'all think all these problems that happen? Yeah, that's another thing, man. Y'all all up in my comment section about this Tua thing. Being a man of God, I thought you would know that the power of tongue. First of all, man, don't come to me with the word, okay? I ain't no expert, but I know enough to know it ain't about the power of the tongue. It's about the power of the tongue that I speak on my own life that could be a detriment to me. Somebody else's words have no power over me if I'm carrying the full armor of God. It has no power over me. I walk with clear mind and peace. I don't worry about anybody's tongue having power over my life when I walk with the full armor of God. So if being a man of God, I know that. So don't tell that you back up for a second. Don't start using religion to try to check me. And then furthermore, on that note, y'all understand good and bad things that happen to you, they're not always the devil. I always tell people, go read the story of Job. The devil ain't the one that's always bringing you bad situations. Sometimes it's God either one, testing you, or two, preparing you. He gonna let the devil loose on you sometimes. And for me, when the devil get loose in my life, it's an honor to show that no matter what happens, I will never deny him. It's an honor. That's why y'all like, oh, it'll break anybody. No, what's your backbone, especially with his faith, but I ain't here to question anybody's faith. But that's what I'm saying. Depends on what's your foundation. You think I walk around exempt from thinking that bad things won't happen to me? I'm ready for them. You think I want them to happen? No, but I'm ready for them. I can go to the doctor tomorrow, get a diagnosis. Hey, man, I'm going to be here for 6 more months, y'all. Thank the Lord for giving me what he gave me. And I believe he can give me more if it's his will. And if not, let me do all I can right now. And thank him anyway. And you know what? I'm still testing the theory myself. Because ever since I start living my life like this, I don't get tested as much. Matter of fact, I'm overly blessed. They just keep coming and pouring. Ever since I've been living my life like this. You got to believe this is the part of faith. Back when you couldn't pay your bills and you were going to be short. Oh, I can't pay tithes this month. Yes, I can. Pay my tithes. And oh my gosh, see, he always found a way. Look at this opportunity now, tenfold. How am I going to do this? It's Sunday and it comes Monday and then on Tuesday. Oh my God. See, it's always a way. As long as it's the belief. It's the belief. I don't know. It's just me. And I don't sugarcoat. I love professing this out in the open and live like I'm doing right now. Some people like, oh man, I don't want to do that because, you know, my subscribers, you know, some people in the chat will be like, can you talk football? Shut up. I don't want to hear your mouth. Don't get, listen, they say, I talk football 99% of the time. When I have my 1 out of every 100 streams while I'm doing this, I'm doing me. Leave me alone. You ain't stopping this. You ain't stopping it. Because there's a little boy out there struggling right now, listening to this stream, getting filled right now. Gonna change his whole life. He gonna stop being so negative and thinking the world is against him. He gonna start believing. He gonna have that confidence and that positivity, and it's gonna bless you one day, and you don't even know. You just that random person talk about let's talk football. That random person, you gonna go through a situation, and man, this stranger, I don't even know who it was, and you would never know. It all tied back to this conversation right here. Not saying it will, but that's how things work. That's how they work. That's how they work. It's beautiful. TD Jakes is hilarious. I get that all the time. This is a blessing. Love you, Raven Salt. TD keeping preaching. Big. I'm just saying, man, I ain't no preacher. I don't know what I am. I'm what God want me to be. And right now he's speaking through me and I'm allowing him to use me. And then because my life is his. That's how I look at things. All right. I ain't never proclaimed to be no preacher. I ain't never proclaimed to be no deacon, whatever the stuff minister y'all saying. I just know that I know where my help come from. I know where my life come. I know where this heartbeat come from. I also fear God because I know who can take this heartbeat away. That's why I proclaim God every single chance that I get. Every chance I get. What's up, babe? Are you okay? I'm over my time, huh? Love you. I'm finna wrap up anyway because I was supposed to be helping Kobe. But I'm gonna read these super chats and then I'm gonna come out to you, okay? You looking like all right, y'all. Let me read these super chats. All right. G Firm said, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers." You know it, brother. What up, Cuzzo? Hope you and the fam are doing well. Love you, cuz you're doing your job. Haters gonna hate, preach, drop the mic. Salute to you, man. Love you, man. Always. Saying try using folks to make you lose favor, TD. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I know what's going on out here. And don't always blame Satan. Don't always blame Satan on other people not being good people. Some people just aren't good people. And that just means that at this point, God isn't through with them, in my opinion, you know. But they'll be okay. You know, one day they may be a totally changed person. People go through stuff. You know, I could be a victim of it. I could take it, you know, because again, all my resources I rely on God for, not anybody else. Okay. But I'm grateful for everything everybody does. But I feel like everything, these super chats, these brand deals and all that, they come from God. God's going through y'all to bless me. That's how I look at it. All right. So I don't worry about people who slander my name and make me look like this phony, fake fraud that don't know stuff. That's fine. That's gonna happen. That comes with the territory. You gotta have thick skin, man. Sean King, salute to you, Scant. Man, I ain't. What happened to Sean King? You've been missing for a little bit. I didn't know. I respect you for standing up for your wife. Oh, you didn't. No, it's all good. You weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know. I just, you know, when you get a new audience and they go in your comment section, they want to see how people vibe with the show and they got to read, oh, you're running from this and you're wrong for that. You know, that's what I try to clear up sometimes. So I know everybody didn't know. And I was hoping they never knew because I don't want to make somebody else look like something. I was hoping nobody did, but I wanted to be clear. And I still ain't no name. So ain't nobody did nothing to me. How about that? Ain't nobody did nothing to me. I'm just letting you know, somebody do this or that with my family, they done. Football and entertainment aside, I stand on business when it comes to my 4 kids and wife. Better know it. G Fern, to my brother last night, you said Tua wasn't soft, and now you're implying that he is. No, I didn't. I just told you what other people be thinking in their mind. That's what y'all keep saying that I'm saying it. I'm telling you what other people think in their mind and what I think from a perspective. I'm not calling him that though. I'm telling you what the perspective that I grew up, how people view it. That's why I justify both sides. I get what you are coming from, but I also see where Brian Flores is coming from. Oh, how can you justify it? And I just explained that today. This is how some people are raised, how they were coached, what they think is acceptable. And some people gravitate to it. Some people become great. Some people fold. I mean, I'm just giving perspective here. I just believe in that perspective to a degree because even I take that approach, but I know how to build back and I know how to customize to each individual personally. But everybody doesn't do that. I didn't have customization to me when I was being coached up and stuff. FYI, Tua cursed back at Flo after the 2021 Titans game. That is true, which I did like. He stood up for himself. I heard Tua father was real hard on him. Just doesn't make sense. I also went to MacArthur High School. Glenn, you went to MacArthur? You right. You ain't far from me. I had no idea. I didn't even know you're from South Florida, Glenn. Salute, man. Did you live in Broward? Legend said on the Fox Sports show, Speak, they said the Dolphins have Super Bowl players, but not Super Bowl toughness. In other words, people are saying it in so many ways, but they can't say it. You're not allowed to say that, especially in today's climate where we need to respect people's feelings. That's just the reality. G-Firm, all love to my dog TD, aka Flow Rider, man. Stop with that Flow Rider stuff. Carrie P said, no, don't do that. I love you, Carrie, but from me to you, let's not do that. We don't have to even go there with people. You know, so I'm going to replace these words. Love him and them people, TD, the real ones rock with you. Love them and them people. Okay? Love them and them people. The real ones rock with you. Because no matter what other people do, you can still spread love to them. You got to kill people with kindness, man. You got to show them there's a higher way. And it's going to aggravate the heck out of them. And they're going to lash out. But eventually, they'll either stop and then they'll start to understand what it takes to win. Because I want others to win, but I got to lead by example. And how you do that, I got to first, when I see comments like this, make sure that I don't allow that to be the message. It's not that. It's love them, wish them the best, wish them blessings and prosperity. Matter of fact, even if it takes to move on from this, how many subs I got? Almost 30,000. Wish them 40 so they look at you inferior, so they'll leave you alone. Okay? Different mentality about this. We all out here playing a whole different game. Okay? Shout out Broward County, Pompano in the house. You went to Ely? You went to Ely High? All right, y'all. Listen, I got to get over and help Kobe with the round table. Y'all can come over and support if you want. I do love y'all. I do appreciate y'all because I love all y'all and I appreciate all y'all. And I pray that God blesses every single one of you. I pray that God walks within your family every single day. All the trials, tribulations, all the troubles that people face mentally, physically, emotionally. I just pray that God just, spreads his blessings and mercy and grace throughout all of your families and build relationships and build troubling areas in everybody's life so that they can start to have peace mentally, physically, and emotionally so that they can be the best versions of themselves and live out their truest potential and dreams to serve you. In your son Jesus' name we pray, amen. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I'm out.